taxi driver could take me home. I mean, to Wenatchee. So I think that's why I was calling, but I started, she asked what was wrong, and I started to cry a little bit. But as soon as I walked into that wine bar, she knew who I was, because I saw the way she looked at me. I mean, it really is like everybody who works for the United States ever knows who I am. I mean, it's not like just the Mount Angel Police had my quote-unquote name on a board and my photo. It's like every employee of the United States knew who I was and knew what I looked like. And she knew. I saw that she appeared to recognize who I was, even though I didn't know who she was. And then I didn't know why that was. It could have been for any reason, you know, according is how I thought. Maybe she'd seen my face in a newspaper or on an online article. I didn't know why she recognized me. But I was using the phone, I started crying, and then she said, after I get off of work, she said, let me buy you something to eat and something to drink. She said, after I get off of work, you can stay with me and my partner. I have a house, and why don't you stay with us for a while and figure out what you can do. Maybe you could even get work here. So all of a sudden, it was like this really strange turn of events that looked like it was really possibly going in a good direction. I was very shocked. I was surprised that it was a woman. It was finally a woman offering to help out maybe in some way. So then it wasn't so kind of connected to my having to say, well, if you really want to, but I have to be very clear about the idea that I don't want to do anything physical, and I hope you're not expecting anything like that. I mean, it was just nice because since she was a woman, that was already out of the way. Well, I mean, I guess so I thought, because then I found out she was lesbian or bisexual. But I don't believe that she offered me a place to stay because she was bisexual. I mean, I think she offered me a place to stay because she worked for the government. And basically, last time I ever saw all of my personal papers and photo albums and medical records and everything I have was, you know, down the road. That ended up being a disaster because it was after things had been with her and her partner, who was from Canada. But I will get into that tomorrow. And suffice it to say that I had a very nice meal. I had something to eat, and it was like some kind of a sampler platter where I could try just a little bit of wine from 4 different varieties, which was sort of fun. And she was a wine reviewer, which I thought was interesting. I had never really been into wine, but I thought that, I mean, that was one interesting thing about staying there for a short time. But a lot of weird things happen still. And still, it's like, while on one hand, I could say I'm very thankful for the people who stepped in, like her, maybe, to help so I wasn't totally out on the streets, all of these things happened with federal government all around me the entire time. There was never a reason why I needed to be on the streets. There's never a reason why I should have been in any of those situations in the first place. So exactly how grateful should I be to the federal government when basically they ruined my life, and then they want to look like they're trying to do a good deed here and there. You know, it's like getting a little peppermint after they forced you to drink poison. Thanks. Really helps with the bite.